Hello, I'm with Peter Manser, Head of Academies and Education Partner at Kreston Reeves, and Phil Reynolds, Specialist in Academies and Education at Kreston Reeves. We're going to talk about the Kreston Academies Benchmark Report 2017, which is based on data from more than 600 academy schools around the country, and comes at a time of growing demand on school budgets, but falling financial support from the government. I guess one of the most startling findings from the report was that 40% of trusts around the country are in deficit, which is nearly twice the figure from 2015. So, Peter, is the national funding formula going to be the magic bullet? Not yet agreed, but being discussed at the moment.
Well, that of course is just a means of allocating the funds. So under that proposal, there'll be some schools that lose and some schools that win. Clearly, the schools that lose will need to take drastic action straight away to control their costs. And even those that win through the funding formula, well, that's possibly just alleviating the problems that are coming down the pipeline. We know there's increases in national insurance, pension costs, and of course pupil numbers are increasing dramatically as well. So even the schools that win face problems further down the line.
And Phil, with all this doom and gloom in the sector, how are schools finding recruitment at the moment?
Really tough. There is no doubt there is a bit of a recruitment problem around the UK. But please say, I think in the southeast we are seeing some positives of recruitment, mainly thanks to the close proximity to London. Interestingly though, the report does show that also on average head teachers' salaries are declining. However, we feel that's probably more likely that head teachers are actually leaving the profession because of the problems, the pressures that the sector is facing. And so, there is a real recruitment problem. They are leaving because also pension pots are quite lucrative at the moment. And it's just tough out there. It really is.
So Peter, with most schools facing at least perhaps a static income over the next few years if they're lucky, and some facing in real terms an 8% cut, how are they going to cope financially?
Well, some schools are in the fortunate position of having built up cash reserves and they'll be drawing heavily on those. Other schools have already exhausted those. And of course, that's not a long-term solution. They need to balance their books year in, year out. So controlling the costs. But as you said, an 8% reduction in real-time funding is a very significant cut.
And Phil, faced with this perfect storm of problems, what are schools to do?
Well, ultimately, the ultimate answer is people say cut your costs, try and build your income up. But ultimately, that's if you're doing it alone. I feel that one of the best answers is to try and work together with other schools, whether that be as a multi-academy trust or just in collaboration with other local schools or different mats working together. It's better to tackle these things together rather than on your own. There is a bit of an emotional side to it. You want to try and see it through on your own and not look for support from others, but everyone's facing the same problem. Let's tackle it together rather than on our own.
Challenging times. Thank you both very much indeed. If you would like a free copy of the benchmark report, please contact Kreston Reeves at www.krestonreeves.com and follow the prompts. Kreston Reeves also offers a personalised benchmarking service. If you'd like to learn more about that, please contact either Peter or Phil.